Hey guys, welcome to the Inside View Real Estate Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about, in the middle of 2022, should you be renting or should you actually consider buying? You're going to want to stay tuned. I'll see you on the inside. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter what time it is. I promised I wouldn't screw this up. My name is Carl Freund. I'm here with my awesome host, Josh Zuniga, and we're going to be talking about should we be renting or buying in the middle of 2022?
Yeah, that's a big topic for sure.
Dude, what a messed up market.
Yeah.
Jacked up.
I think if you're in the middle of this, between renting versus buying now, you're in a hard spot.
Tough spot.
You're in a very, very tough spot.
So I really put a lot of thought and effort in this because I'm like, what would I recommend somebody doing? Yeah. And as a CEO, I have a duty and obligation to educate my agents. Here's where I'm at, and I would love to get your opinion on this.
Yeah, let's go for it.
My opinion is that buying a house is a good hedge against inflation. We're seeing a lot of inflation right now, but what makes me nervous and is looming, like there's an elephant in the room, he's just like not really obvious yet, is that supply might decrease and it might increase depending on consumer behavior. I think it's going to decrease, but interest rates are increasing, which really could tamper demand very quickly. And so if demand falls off a cliff, and then this perception that the market is going to crash, and people with equity are sitting there like, well, wait a minute, we should take the money off the table now while we can. A flood of inventory comes in. I think that's the worst case scenario. Is that going to happen? I don't know if that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a softer landing than that. But rent has gone up. What'd you say the stat was? It's ridiculous.
All right, it's a ridiculous stat. So in Arizona, I think we are either number one or number two as far as rental increase or rental rate.
Inflation.
We'll call it inflation.
It is what it is.
19% in 2021.
Yeah.
19%. And that's just an average, right? I know some people that, were renting for $1,700, and that same place that they're renting it out, when they try to renew, is almost $1,000 more.
I know. That's like a 50% increase.
Which is insane, right? Which is insane. And then we have so many people now, it's like, well, do I renew? What do I do? And if you're not in the position to buy, you never even thought about that, you're like, wow, what are my options now? Because from December till now, your interest rate has gone up 1.5 points or almost a full point, depending where you're at.
But it is a hedge against inflation further, right?
So I do agree with this, yes.
People that are renting right now are vulnerable because what happens in a year from now when inflation's at 10, 12%, and the landlords are looking at it like, hey, look, if I get a refi, I'm going to increase my interest rate. Payment's going up, or rental rates are going up. Your payment's going up, like simple as that. So like just to keep up with the market. I mean, what do you do?
Well, 5 years ago when I started going to it's ASREA, right? ASREA and
investment club.
Yep, and investor conversations over there at was it Tempe Marketplace? No, I'm sorry, it's in Summer Marquee. I don't know. Anyways, we went to the meetings and they were saying Arizona historically, the landlords have not been charging enough, and that we need to catch up with the rest of the nation. Rest of the country, right? Well, boom, here we are. Now we're number one, right? Now we're number one, and we're exceeding, some of the major cities, like even like in Austin, right? Some of the places even like within Florida, somewhere in California and like Seattle, like we're starting to be right where they're at, right? Which is crazy. But if you're looking, like you're saying, if you're looking to buy right now, well, you're kind of stuck, right? Because whether you decide to lease again, right, you're going to get in at that high rate. And guess what? The rate's going to be even higher next year. You waited another full year, to buy. Now your interest rate is maybe in the sixes. So now you're really stuck. And this is what I foresee happening, guys, because I'm out there in the real estate market. And there's a lot of institutional money coming in right now. A lot of institutional money.
Buying rental properties.
Exactly.
Yes.
Guess what's happening, right? They're buying rental properties in mass. Anything under like 500, 600,000, no problem. Boom. Here it is. Waive all repairs. And sellers are like, yeah, I'll take it. Because guess what? They take the cash offers not knowing what's really going to happen to the market, overall, because they don't have to worry about appraisals. They don't have to worry about, the appraisal not coming in. They don't have to worry about repairs. They can literally, take their offer and close and choose whatever timeline they want, right? If they want to close in 30 days, 45 days, they need to stay in there, a couple extra weeks or whatever. And what's happening is that these institutional buyers are creating their own market within our own real estate market here. So within the next, 2-3 years, people that can't buy are going to be forced to rent because not only do they don't qualify for a house,
there's no inventory.
Yeah, there's no inventory. Their income has not, has not increased with the rate of inflation.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
before.
with the rate of what home prices are going at, and now guess what? You are locked in to be a lifetime renter.
Yep.
So, and this is like what we say is like, if you are not a landlord, you are not going to be winning.
Right, that's true.
Right? You are not going to be winning right now.
I think what really disturbs me is the American dream is disappearing for a lot of people.
Yep.
For a lot of people that deserve to be in homes. So, if you have a VA loan, consider it, because I mean, you don't need to put a whole lot of money down. If any, you just come in with, just a couple $100. Yeah. So you can make it happen.
Yeah.
FHA is a really good program. FHA 203K Streamline is a really good program. So there's some offerings out there for people that are making a hard decision. Say, hey, look, do I, if I'm at $2,000 a month in rent right now, do I buy a house that's $2,800? Am I going to be house poor? But at least you're, saving money on taxes. You're going to be building equity. I'm an advocate for home ownership, for a lot of reasons. It is a good vehicle for building wealth and, avoiding paying taxes on capital gains if it's your primary residence.
Yep.
So, I'm kind of half and half on it. It's not going to be an easy decision. It's going to be, call Josh. He's going to help you out.
Yeah, we'll help you out, guys.
Yeah.
What I always say is like, I don't care if you get into a 5.5 interest rate right now, right? Get into something, okay? Get into something because you are going to be, my clients, I literally had 4 clients call me in January and say, oh, Josh, well, I guess I should have bought last year. Yeah.
They always say that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what market. Maybe
guess what?
Exception was
you think those same 4 people are going to
Yeah.
buy now with a 5.5 rate? Absolutely not. There's like, oh, I missed the boat. And what are they going to do? You're going to wait another year and miss and have another payment increase? No, guys, you have to think about the big picture. Lock into something now. So I think Arizona has, a lot of insulation as far as what's going to happen with, if any kind of like market, correction really happens is because we are rated number 2 for inbound migration. If you even just read all the articles of the commercial buildings that are going up around the valley over the next 3, 4, 5, 7 years, it's booming.
Billions of dollars.
Billions and billions of dollars.
Just in Town Lake, $2 billion bucks.
If they're building an Intel, like what gigafactory, like 5 miles away from where I live right now, massive, right? And they're building, and we're known as a desert Silicon Valley. There's so many tech companies that are moving into Casa Grande, that are moving into Maricopa County, that are moving into like Buckeye. Why? Because land is cheap. And guess what?
Taxes.
Well, that's a big one too. Guess what? Those people are going to have to, the individuals are going to have homes around there. There's going to be more infrastructure. There's going to be more building. There's going to be more builders. So if you don't get in now, the rate, not only is it going to increase, your home prices are still going to be increasing. And then a year and 2 years, 3 years out, you're stuck. You're going to be a lifetime renter. I hate to say it. And that's just,
you got to wait for the next cycle.
Yeah, that's not good for news for a lot of people, but you are literally just going to be throwing money away, not building any appreciation, not building any equity, or maybe even buying an investment property and not cash flowing and taking the advantage of like not only cash flow, appreciation, they're paying down your mortgage, tax incentives from depreciation, all of that, writing off your interest. You're missing it, man. I was like, if you haven't been listening to our podcast about like what you can do and how real estate can really benefit your life, you still haven't come up with your action plan, and you need to stop, take down some notes, and go figure out what you need to do for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, because you have a short window right now. Like shit may pop off, in 6 months, and then what are you gonna do? You're gonna be sitting in a seat and be like, oh my God, poor me.
What do they say? Have a plan.
Have a plan.
Have a plan.
If you're not prepared, then you're done.
Yep.
You're done.
Simple as that.
So what should you do, Carl?
Just depends on your situation. You should call Josh. That's what you should do.
That's number 1.
Yep.
Right?
Number 2, evaluate the situation. Look at how much cash you have on hand. Make sure you got some reserves.
Yep.
If you got the reserves and you feel confident, you got a good job and you can afford the payment, buy a house.
Yep.
Yep.
At the end of the day, guys, we just want you to do what's best for you and what's best for your family. But if you guys really do need some help, feel free to call us, text us, send us an email. We're always here for you. But until the next episode, see you later. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. We want to continue to bring value to you every single episode. But until next time, see you on the inside.